The meeting between PMO, MOD and IAF on F-16 related discussion took place in a tense environment. PMO outlined a plan for a total of 170-odd F-16 which will require in the range of $25 billions. The estimated amount pegged is close to over $145 millions per plane for the complete deal. The above deal still has additional elements which will require further contracts with Indian entities which will push the price up eventually by another $25-30 millions per plane. It was discussed that since it's a separate contract, the same figure is not clubbed in $25 million figure. Otherwise, the overall figure is much closer to $29-30 billions in range. IAF responded saying the whole deal and price is not correct for fleet modernization aspect. IAF said single-engine Tejas Mk1A and future variants are envisioned for the planned roles and inclusive of program sunk costs. The cost for such a platform with numbers would come down closer in the range of $60-65 millions over time. IAF also pointed that if Rafale is considered, since there is a considerable sunk cost of Indian-specific customizations, the average price will be cheaper than this F-16 deal average, allowing better numbers. IAF is confident that for a total outlay of $30 billions, close to 220 plus Rafales can come in easily, inclusive of many more strategic deals which benefits India overall. One of the major points IAF pointed was Tejas program role with AMCA route and network-centric warfare aspect coming in Rafaleman proposal with MOD. PMO insisted that F-16 deal may be better to look at for the time being as it adds to quicker inventory buildup and will help IAF in forward bases. IAF at that point clarified that F-16 Block 70 has issues as well and is not suited for the terrain India utilizes all over the country. IAF said the specific packages built in like PBL, high altitude and anti-corrosion issues in the case of Rafales, will need to be built in the F-16 package, escalating the overall $30 billion figure further up. In technical aspects, IAF said the modified Sufa test done had shown issues with hot and cold extreme climates, altitude performance limitations, payload and mission issues in different speed regimes, and a big practical issue of infrared heat emission in the engine portion. IAF also said such a powerful bigger engine is also not enough owing to complexities involved for Indian terrain and the plane being overall bulky for the roles envisioned, requiring higher thrust, which is now showing up in IR signatures. IAF said for the roles planned, the need is for a much lower MTOW and lower thrust engines with improved heat signature management. MOD asked for a way out to then take this to a conclusion of either a buy or a rejection. IAF insisted on a practical test of a Block 70 plane in real-world conditions with a visual and technical scrutiny for evaluating versus its positioning and roles with respect to IAF fleet fighters. IAF also said this might require some time and hence priority should be for the Rafale deal ASAP over this platform with an increased focus on funds for the proper MI plan. PMO agreed to both these points and asked MOD to take things forward accordingly. If MOD/PMO does not call a proper Block 70 for a practical test, the F-16 deal would be put out for the quiet burial as planned in dragging of timelines. IAF still has a long way to fight, but slowly it is fighting its way through for Rafale's and Tejas plan. LM and USA will be informed about the meeting outcome. Meanwhile, India issued RFI for acquiring Sea Guardian and clears purchase of C-17 Globemaster to keep the FMS route busy. Focus is now on LM MI program for Hello over fighter jets.